Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is already facing multiple primary challengers, and today she got a new one. It is City Council member Fernando Cabrera, and journalist Walker Bragman had previously found video of Cabrera. We're gonna show you a little bit of it, and it gives you something of an idea of where he's coming from.
Do you know it's harder being rich than being poor? I know you don't believe what I just said. But being rich, you got more responsibility. You have more things. When you work 9 to 5 and you just maintaining, okay, I got my thing. When you are rich, you have more things to worry. Millionaire people, they have a lot of stuff to worry about, more stuff to manage, more stuff. It's really got there because of their ability to handle more pressure. Every CEO, every president that got in there and stayed there is because of their ability to handle pressure. They had increased their capacity. You know why your boss pays you what he pays you? Because of your capacity.
I just want to point out, I can't believe someone surrounded with so much musical paraphernalia spoke for that much time without referencing the song Mo Money, Mo Problems.
Okay, that's good. So that is not him speaking as city council member. In addition to being city council member, he's also a Pentecostal minister. So that is him ministering to a group there.
He didn't say Pentecost to be the boss.
I don't know that that's one of the expressions. I have not been a part of the community. But I can say that when that video was shared by Walter Bragman, who has previously done some investigative journalism in the city around this council member, the journalist was blocked on Twitter. But good job, Walker, for making that available. So a little bit more about Fernando Cabrera. I'm sure, like a full platform is gonna come out at some point, but he responded to AOC opposing the gigantic subsidies that were to be offered to Amazon earlier this year by saying, why not have Amazon high schools to prepare our kids for jobs? Which I think is something out of a cyberpunk novel, actually. Corporations don't make our high schools, and I don't think they should. He personally opposes abortion and gay marriage, but says they are the law of the land and won't be burning issues in the primary. So he's one of those who doesn't like it, but won't supposedly go against it.
I want to go back to that Amazon high schools. I think what he's one of these things, you just try to find the kernel of what he might be referencing. He's trying to maybe say that Amazon will end up giving us the resources to have Amazon funded high schools. But what AOC's whole argument is that we give them such tax breaks that it won't bring enough so much in tax breaks that it won't bring enough positive tax dollar fallout that we could fund things like that. Not to mention, it will raise the cost of living in that area
and drive people out. Yeah, so vote for the candidate that is going to raise property costs so that you can't live there anymore. That's one message, I guess.
Yeah.
The other would be, instead of giving the $3 billion to Amazon, build schools with it. Hypothetically, you could choose to do that if you wanted to.
Well, it's not technically giving $300 billion.
I understand, it's not the same exact thing.
That money doesn't exist.
Yes. I understand what you're saying. I don't want to have a 10-minute conversation about it. We could, we won't. Maybe we will.
We can later.
Let's not. Anyway, we have a little bit more on how he's going to differentiate himself in terms of policy from AOC. He says he opposes Medicare for all and government-run healthcare. He instead prefers Vice President Joe Biden's plan. He also called AOC's Green New Deal a pie-in-the-sky plan that would boost taxes on the working class. So, as always, I will say, if you are enthusiastically against these plans, I give you credit for being honest about that. And that's the end of the credit I give you.
Yeah, I want to go back to the point where he's like, if you're poor, it's easier. It's not. It's easier to be rich.
It's harder.
Talk to rich people, it's much easier.
I think we should try both.
There's a lot of decisions that a CEO has to make. That is true. And people who run businesses, small businesses, it's very difficult to maintain all of that. It's hard because you have a lot of costs. However, it is impossible to say that you're being paid because of your ability. Well, it's easy to say, but people are getting paid because of an equilibrium that is being created by entire tax systems and economic models where there is no better place to go to.
Yeah, ask yourself this, if the CEO has the opportunity to pay you less, will he say, no, I can't do that, they're just worth more?
They will never say that.
No, they won't do that. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.